welcome back. So today we'll be talking about lab 10, which is backup virtual machines, and the module is data protection from AZ104. So coming to the tasks, we are going to perform 7 different tasks in this lab 10. So coming to the first one, obviously it's the provisioning of the lab environment, which we'll be using the ARM templates, the JSON files. And coming to the second one, we'll be creating a recovery service vault. And third one, implementation of virtual machine level backup. And coming to the fourth one, it's implementation of file and folder backup. Coming to the fifth one, it's file recovery by using Azure Recovery Service agent. And coming to sixth and seventh, they are optional, but we'll be doing that, which is performing file recovery by using Azure Virtual Machine snapshots. And coming to the seventh one, it's review the Azure Recovery Service soft delete functionality. So that is what we'll be doing. However, let's do the lab one first, which is provisioning the lab environment. So for that, we have 3 different options. So the first one is using Cloud Shell. You just need to upload the the files, and using few commands you can upload that. So however, like, since we are going with the Cloud Shell, let me show you the other options. So initially go to the custom templates. So here you have build your own template. So basically here you have to upload the your templates, and the resources will be created by its own. So if I load the file, and it's lab 10, and here you can see we have the JSON files. So right now we'll be using VM, which is this one, parameters as well as templates. So if I go ahead and click that, so you can see the values here. So this is what we'll be using. However, this is parameters. So let's go ahead and use the template here. So you can see this is what we are going to upload. And once you upload, let's upload and see where is the template. So you can see there are 6 different resources that has been that's been showing. So, and the variables as well as relevant parameters. So just need to save it, and the next thing is you have to edit the parameters. So edit the parameters, and you have to load that parameters file, which is the first one. So the first one would be, initially you have to edit the template and add the template file. The next one would be the parameters file. So once it is done, you can review and create it. So make sure all the options are appropriate, and if everything is right, you can go ahead and create. So there is also a beautiful button, visualizer, where you can visualize the architecture of this template. So you can see, so this is the template. This is what we are going to create using the JSON files. So let's go back. So this is one method, and you can create it just by seeing the template. So however, you have all the information, so you can proceed manually just to understand in depth. So you can do that way as well. However, the other method is using the Cloud Shell. So let's open the Cloud Shell. So you can see here, so this is the Cloud Shell, and if this is the first time, there will be a pop-up which says that you don't have storage mounted. For that, you have to create the storage and proceed with that. However, since we have already created it, we are not getting that particular error, and we have 2 options here. One is PowerShell and one is Bash. So mostly in these particular labs, we are going to use PowerShell. Only in like, I think one lab we have used Bash in the previous videos. So right now we'll be changing it to the PowerShell. So based on the command, you have to change it. So since we are dealing with the PowerShell, we'll click PowerShell. Click that. So once you prompted to PowerShell, you have to upload those particular files that we were talking before, which is the template as well as parameters file. For that, you can see here we have an option called upload as well as download. So in this case, we will be uploading it. So click upload, and you have to upload these 2 files, and make sure you upload the files one by one. Don't select everything and just upload it, because sometimes it doesn't usually upload 2 files at a time. So make sure you select one by one. So let's go with the parameters first. So once it is uploaded, so we have gotten successful complete sign. So we can upload the other file, which is the template. So upload, and the next one is template. So successfully we have uploaded those files into our Cloud Shell. The next thing is we have to just check whether it has been successfully implemented or not. For that, we'll click plus, and we'll just make sure that it's already been uploaded. So it will be somewhere done. Here you go. So these are the 2 files that we have uploaded, and it has been successfully uploaded. So I'm just cross-checking whether everything is right. VM's Edge, yep, everything is perfect, and you can change the password if you want though, but I have just used the default password. So you can check that password. So let me show parameters. So you can see the username is student and the password is this. So if you feel that it's unsecure, you can change it to the like strong password if you want though. But in this case, I'm just keeping it as a default and proceeding further. So I'm just cutting it, and I'm proceeding with other commands. So in this case, let's add the location. So we have already uploaded the files. So the next thing is we have to create that resource group. So this is the first command that we have to use. So after uploading the JSON files, so if I go back here, so it will be, most probably we'll be dealing with East US, unless and until if I get any error related to that, whether that may be storage or whether that may be some other error. So if I get any error in East US, I'll be using some other locations. So let's click, it's done. The next thing is we have to use the resource group name. So let me add that too. In this case, this is our resource group. Meanwhile, let's Meanwhile, let's go back, and so here, if you check the resource group, we don't have any. So once we create it, we'll be able to see that particular resource group there, and the relevant services which are running inside that. So let me click that. So this resource group name has in this particular variable name archie name, and let me add that command. Yes, it has been successfully created. So if I go here and just try to refresh it, well, it takes some time, but it will be done. So once it is done, the next thing is we have to create our virtual network and deploy the virtual machines inside that. So for that, we have the command. So let's copy and paste that. So basically here we'll be using the templates that we have uploaded. So if I check here, let's refresh, there you go. So you got it. So we have created this particular resource group, and inside this resource group right now we don't have any resources here, right? So now we'll try to add that resource group. So now it's in running stage, so we'll just wait for like a few seconds. So right now we have nothing here. Just try to refresh. So you can see we were able to see the services inside this particular resource group. So we have successfully implemented the first task. So yeah, we have successfully implemented the first task. So that's it for now. In the next task, we'll be talking about creating a recovery service vault. So I hope you guys have understood today's concept. So if you liked the video, please click the like button below, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and please share the video. Thank you.